Hi, this is Fran from Training Kings. Today I'm delighted to be here with Abigail Friday, who'll be sharing a little bit about her business journey with us today. So hi Abigail.
Hello Fran.
Welcome to the interview.
Nice to be here.
So do you want to tell us what you do?
Right, I'm a second generation beauty therapist who does mainly electrolysis, which is connected to conditions called polycystic ovarian syndrome, which affects a lot of ladies. So basically what I deal with is encouraging females and bringing back their confidence.
Excellent. I liked how you said you were a second generation beauty therapist. Who before in your family was in this area?
I take after my mum.
Okay.
So it was the only thing that I saw growing up, and I thought, oh yes, I'd rather do that, because you know when you're 16 you really don't know what to do and what you're good at. So I just followed suit really. So I worked for my mum, did Saturday jobs, and then it continued that way.
Fantastic. And when you were younger than that, did you know what you wanted to be? Was it anything different?
No, definitely not. I didn't have any desires to do anything really. I didn't know what I wanted to be. Didn't even think about it, to be honest.
I guess it's different for different people, isn't it? So fantastic. So now you are in, full stream of running your business.
Yeah.
What's it like?
Well, it's now been 10 years on my own. Unfortunately, my mum passed away over 10 years ago now. So, and of course, what I've been told is that most businesses fail in the first 2 years. So like, when you think about it, I've been doing it for 10 years. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm still here and I'm still doing my job.
Yeah.
I think in the last couple of years, a lot has changed because the beauty industry has got a lot more complicated, a lot more different treatments now out there, because people are wanting more. They want instant.
Yeah.
So of course now you've got lasers coming in, things like that. So now I've had to go into laser and IPL as well.
Sure.
Which is good. But of course now it's you do have challenges with finances and things like that. And I do work on my own. So there's staff and all that kind of thing, challenges with that too.
Yeah.
And having to do everything myself. But yeah, it's okay.
And I think what you said about having to almost change with the times is a really key point, isn't it, to being successful? Because firstly, 10 years in business is remarkable, so congratulations.
Thank you.
A lot of people start them for various reasons. It doesn't keep going. But yeah, like you said, I think it's important that you're able to keep relevant and to be able to really meet your customer needs as well.
Yes, definitely.
Is there anything else you think you've changed to meet customer needs?
Good question. I've had to change my mindset quite a lot.
Okay.
Because being stuck in emotional issues, I've had to push myself. Hence the fact that I'm having to put myself out there a lot more, and having a business mentor as well has helped me quite a lot. And that was down to the fact that when I was working with my mum, I wasn't interested in taking the business on because I looked at my mum and thought, oh, this is stressful, don't want that, But of course, I'm here and I'm doing it now, so having to put things into place so that I can carry on.
I mean, mindset is key, isn't it? Because you can have the right skills, experience, a beautiful, shop where to do your beauty from, but if you haven't got the mindset, you're not going to go far, are you? So
no, that's very true. And of course, I've also had help from my pastor as well, with changing the decor. So it's actually asking for help, and I've not been very good at doing that. But now I've had to say, okay, in order to move forwards, because as well with the sign of the times, there's now more beauty shops in my area opening up. So it's a case of I've now got to do something about that. And again, I've got to put lots of things in play.
Absolutely. And I think also we live in a culture where people do a lot of their own research and they read reviews to get the best deal or to find the best service. And so where perhaps competition wasn't as great 5 years ago, now it's a lot more because there's more opportunities, but also people are wanting more, aren't they, from there?
They definitely are wanting more. So. And like I do research. I look at the competition that's around, whether they've got a website, whether they've got the prices on the website, what they're doing, you know, their reviews, you know. So then I can now look at my website and things like that.
Sure, absolutely. It's all about learning, isn't it?
It is.
And, you know, you have shared some of the challenges, but what are some of the great moments? What's a great day at work for you?
I think interacting with clients is one of the great things of my day, because you get different variety of different types of people, and you get the ones that make you laugh, which those are great, especially when you're not having a very great day.
Yeah.
But actually knowing that you're helping someone and that you're advising someone with personal issues as well as other things as well that they're coming in for. So making them, giving them encouragement and things like that, and actually lifting them up.
Excellent. So adding value in all walks of life.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And, you know, you and I have met through Training Kings, which is, you know, our Christian business network, and our mostly the Birmingham breakfast events. And I know you've been a member for a while.
Yes.
How did you first hear about Training Kings?
Well, actually, I came across somebody who was a host from Training Kings at another Christian business networking conference. And I thought, oh, okay, this is new. I'll have a look. And I went and I thought, okay. Looked at the pricing. Even at the time, pricing was an issue. And I'm thinking, well, I just made the decision. You know, whether I got the money or not, I'm going. You know, so I became a member and have been ever since. So.
Excellent. So it's been a number of years now, hasn't it?
I think it's been 2-3.
Yeah,
like
2-3 years. Fantastic. Yeah. And what do you find most beneficial about being a member of the network?
Being a member is actually like being a part of a family, and it's a nice, safe environment. The people are friendly. You get advice, and you learn different skill sets. And when you feel that you're in a safe environment, you learn more. And you want to give from yourself as well. So.
Sure. I should have added you're a member who regularly attends as well. Yes. Because I think, like in any family, you can be a part of it, but unless you're actively involved and engaged, you know, you're not going to reap the benefits and also be able to support and add value as well. So.
But this is it, and it's the case of you only get out what you put in, and again, it's down to mindset.
Yeah.
Because I've been at another conference over the weekend, and it's all about mindset and knowing who you are, what your purpose is, and what's your focus, and being consistent, which is a challenge for me, being consistent.
But you're doing it, so it's just, you know, it speaks for itself, so that's really, really good. And I guess as we're nearing the end of the interview, what I'd like to know is if someone is watching and thinking, well, that's great, Abigail, it's all going well for you, but, you know, I've never been to a networking event, I'm not good around people, what would you advise them in relation to coming along?
Well, if they're not good around people, then they're going to have to ask themselves, well, what is your purpose? Because your purpose, in effect, is to influence people. Yeah. So you're in a business to influence people, so you need to learn to be comfortable around people in the first place. And yes, it can be quite scary if you're new to being around a lot of people, but sometimes you need to push yourself. Like I did. I pushed myself, thought I'm going to do it anyway. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck. Because if you keep yourself to yourself, who are you influencing? Yeah. How can you change the world? How can you be a Christian in a dark world if you're not shining your light? So it's a case of, I suppose you have to ask yourself loads of questions.
Yeah.
You know, are you ready? You know, what do you want? Do you know who you are? Do you know what your purpose is?
Yeah.
These are all the types of questions you need to ask yourself.
Yeah.
But I would just say, go for it.
Great. Thank you. And I mean, I love that. You know, what is your purpose? And you're right, we are here to influence and to make a difference. And I think maybe when we start looking at other people more than ourselves, that'll almost be another bit of a push forward to actually go and embark on that new journey. So,
well, this is right, because you know, God gave me a scripture of Matthew 6 verse 33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and then all these things shall be added unto you. So it is about seeking others.
Yeah. Absolutely. Fantastic. So thank you for sharing with us. And I think the last thing I'd like to know is you've been doing a business for 10 years now. What sort of do you think the next 10 years within business looks like, or what it holds?
That's a very good question. Again, this is about what God has laid on my heart.
Sure.
And it coincides with my pastor's vision for finding a building, and it's a refuge for women.
Okay.
So it's about supporting women who need a safe environment. So it coincides with that.
So bringing the beauty therapy into that sort of environment as well.
And earning the money to it in order to support.
Yeah, fantastic. And that's really what it's about, isn't it? You know, to be a Christian in business is fantastic, and you want to do well and be successful, but there's always a bigger purpose behind it. You know, it's influencing lives, impacting others, and, you know, bringing good to the world and being that light. So
Yes,
fantastic. Abigail, it's been a pleasure
You're welcome,
having
Fran.
you here today. So thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.